What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another video. Today, I've got a good one for you. These 5 steps that I'm going to break down today are 5 things that I wish I could go back and teach my younger self when I first got started in trading. If you don't know who I am, my name is Austin Silver. I'm the co-owner and head of trading here at ASFX. I'm a full-time day trader and trading coach to many traders all over the world. At this point, it's probably in the thousands. So my experience today hopefully will show in these 5 steps. This is like really built to shortcut your learning curve. Maybe you're in your first year, maybe you're in your second or third year, but you're still kind of new in the game at that point. So hopefully, no matter where you're at in your trading career, you'll take at least one of these 5 steps and use it to help your trading improve going forward. Now, before we get into this, I've got to plug one of the recent webinars that I hosted has been getting unbelievable feedback. It's about day trading crypto with other people's money. So I'm going to put a link in the description so you guys can watch that totally free. It's definitely going to be informative to those of you who are looking to get funded. Now, I've been helping traders get funded to scale up their capital, like these people here. I'll have some little messages fly in to show you some of the traders in ASFX that are now funded using the systems that we teach. So this webinar is like an intro into the ideas that we use to pass the funding challenges and to scale up our trading accounts. So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description and definitely check that out. The first of these 5 steps, I think, is the most important. I think, some people like to build to the end and give you the most valuable thing at the end. The most valuable thing to me is this first one, which is remove expectations. What do I mean by that? Well, if you think about it, when we get into trading, we have many expectations. We even have expectations on the macro scale of how much money we want to make, what trading can do for our lifestyle and our family. We have expectations on the micro scale on how much money we think we should be making every day, or even waking up expecting to find a trade that day. So as you study trading, you're going to find very quickly that it is a constant self-discovery process, which hopefully will then open up the door for you to do more mindfulness study and more of a deeper dive on yourself. The way you think, the way you tick is a really good way to kind of describe that. And in that self-study, in that pursuit of aligning with your higher self to then perform your best as a trader, you will learn through many different teachers that the first step is to remove expectations. Because when we remove expectations, what we're really doing is detaching from the things that we have no control over, but that sometimes influence the decisions that we make. For example, the biggest one that no one really explained to me when I got started in trading was expecting to know the outcome of the individual trades. As a trader, and I say this often, so you might have heard this before, we aren't really trading anything. Yeah, we are buying and selling and blah, blah, blah. But really, I like to look at our job more like pattern identifiers, because that phrases it in a way where my job is to not know the outcomes of these patterns. My job is to identify patterns that have been back-tested and proven profitable, and therefore, if we trade those patterns in the future, we should see similar results that we saw in the past. So I would even drop the word trader. If you're new and you're struggling trying to figure this out, drop the word trader and say, I'm a pattern identifier. Expect yourself to show up every day. That is the only expectation, is to show up and be your best. And in that being your best, you need to let go of the outcomes of the trades and focus in on what you can control. Often you'll hear people talk about, I want to be consistently profitable. Consistency is an illusion. Once you have lived any substantial amount of time, like myself, and I'm not that old, you'll understand that change is the only constant. So by accepting that and removing expectations of outcome with our trading and even expectations of outcome in our everyday life, we actually find inner peace, more happiness, and therefore align with our higher selves to perform our best. So the first one, again, remove your expectations. Remove the expectation of how much money you thought you were going to make this year. Just do your best. Okay, well, are you doing your best if you show up without learning new things every day? Are you doing your best if you don't push yourself and challenge yourself to be constantly open-minded? No, I would say that's not doing your best. So by setting an expectation, especially when it comes to financial stuff, you're almost capping your capabilities. You're setting a limit to what you can do. And I take the approach of, let's detach from that, and instead, how can I just be my best self every day? And that is really the only expectation to have. Step 2, a big step for me, and I think a lot of other traders would agree, is find a community of people that you can trade with. Now, here at ASFX, we've got our Discord chat and our courses. The only people that get into our Discord chat have to take our courses. We have a whole process, and I've talked about that in other videos. If you want more information on how I've been able to stay funded and get funded and the systems that other traders are using to get funded and stay profitable, I'll put links to the courses in the description. But this isn't a video to plug the courses. If anything, I want you to watch the webinar because the webinar is going to give you more detailed information on how the information in the courses actually translates to making more money. But it all starts with the community. Me being the coach, one of the coaches in our community, I'm leading these webinars. I'm pushing the group forward. I'm giving new ideas. I'm updating the Discord chat. I'm supplying the community with new resources to help them grow. And in the same sense, the community is there to give you feedback on all of your ideas. If you're not getting feedback from other traders, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're not going to reach your, again, from what I said before, your highest self as a trader, your best self as a trader. So the community is there for, support in a sense of like questions to ask and people to talk to that are maybe going through similar problems. But beyond that, the community is there for accountability. To say to yourself, hey, I've been making this mistake of moving my stop loss every time I thought that I was going to get stopped out. And I've been moving it away and then I end up taking bigger losses. Community, can you hold me accountable to not doing this anymore? And in that, just saying, hey guys, can you give me, some accountability on this? I don't want to repeat this mistake. That's one step towards you owning it and then not repeating it. Beyond that, if you know you have to report to a team of other traders, professional traders, full-time traders, you're going to take your trading more seriously. Because if not, they're not idiots. They're going to question you and say, why did you take that trade? Is that on your edge? For ASFX, is that an A1, a D1, a D2? What is that? And if you break the edge by being called out on that, you'll actually be able to grow. But if your ego is too big or you're too close-minded, you'll say that the person's being an asshole. You'll say that they're being mean and they're hurting your feelings. But we want to put emotions aside when we come to the trading desk and really look for facts. And that the facts prove that you are not doing what successful traders do. The community can be there to keep you accountable to changing those habits. No one is perfect when they're born. None of us are born to be great traders. But if you have a community and you take accountability for your weaknesses, the community can help you improve those weaknesses and avoid repeating big mistakes. That's, I think, the biggest value in a community. Now, number 3, master one trading strategy is something that I think a lot of new traders specifically overlook. When you get into trading, you see charts, you see lines, you think you can just do anything, you get overconfident, you might string a few wins together, but overall, you're going to take more losses than wins. That's how everybody starts. I call that like level 4, and we're working our way down into level 1. I used to talk about it like that in a previous video from way back in like 2018, so some of you might get that reference. But with the idea of mastering one trading strategy, it comes from other successful traders that I've studied, specifically Mike Bellafiore at SMB Capital. He wrote the book on it called One Good Trade. And that's what really got my wheels turning of, hey, there's money everywhere. These candles are moving up and down, especially with Forex and crypto. It's all hours of the day. So you can make money in a lot of different ways. But what you need to do is find one way that aligns with you, that's back-tested and proven profitable, and can be repeated by you every single day. There's no use in finding a trading strategy that doesn't work when you're at the trading desk. So you've got to figure out, am I a scalper, a swing trader, a day trader? What works in my schedule with my kids and my job and my other responsibilities? Find that strategy and don't rest until you do. And you'll know it when you do. The guys that have done really well with ASFX, I can see it in them from the jump and they're still here with me 3-4 years later. And at the same time, when me and someone speak and we don't align, I can tell right away and I know they're not going to be a good fit for us. And I tell them to go look for another coach, another trading group to work with. So find a strategy. It might not be ASFX. Again, I'm not trying to pump ASFX in all of my videos. I might wear it on my shirt all the time, but I'm not trying to just push that on you guys. I want you to find a system and even a coach that is aligned with you. Similar beliefs to you about money, markets, economies, politics even. Those similar beliefs will help reinforce the confidence that you need to be successful in that strategy versus trying to reshape your entire belief system and go learn a new strategy that doesn't even work for you. But it might work for someone else. You have to accept that and continue to try to find that strategy that works for you. Now, this leads into step 4, which is study successful traders. I mentioned Mike Bellafiore, big influence on me, but I would also mention people like Ray Dalio. I've got Dalio's new book right here. This book is not even a trading specific book. It's about economies, but it's helping me understand myself and understand human psychology better, which makes my trading better. So it's not just like, oh, I got to read every trading book and then I'll know everything I need to know. It's not like that specifically. It's like, how can you pull lessons from other successful traders and even other successful investors or other successful athletes, I would even say. Maybe step 4 should be study successful people and see what you like. Keep that, keep doing it, and see what you don't like. Cut that out. If they're doing something, like I think about myself, before I got into trading, I used to work as a DJ, and I learned so much at that DJ job of what not to do if I was ever to run my own DJ business. That was a big thing for me as far as like, I'm going to keep this lesson with me for the rest of my life. Mentors and other successful people that might have some of what I want for my life, I can learn from them not just what to do, but what not to do. So if you're studying with me in ASFX, you might be a swing trader and you might be like, I'm not going to do what Austin does and try to trade the 15-minute. I'm going to apply some of the things that he says, but I'm also going to not apply some of the things that he says, and I'm going to go to the 1 hour or the 4 hour time frame and swing trade instead. So study successful traders, take what you like, apply it, keep it, and realize what doesn't work and what you don't want to do, and keep that away from you. It's like, again, awareness is always step 1. Bringing awareness to what not to do will help you then back yourself into the corner of what works for you and what aligns with you. I would recommend Dr. Steenbarger's books, Tom Basso's books, Mark Minaviri's books. I've made videos about their books many, many times. You can find them all on Twitter and all on Amazon too. So dive in. If you want something in your life, study the people who have it. It's a no-brainer. And let's move into number 5. This is like a little cute one. I call it take your coat off because it comes from a quote that John Mayer said to Russ. John Mayer is a guitar player. Russ is a rapper. They became friends. And John Mayer told Russ to take his coat off in reference to Russ's feelings that were not super positive about being a successful rapper and reaching a level of success that his family and his friends didn't really have. So taking your coat off is getting comfortable with where you're at. First thing that comes to my mind is get comfortable with people not liking the fact that you're a trader. A lot of people won't believe in you. A lot of people won't think you can do it. So cut them out of your life. Take the coat off. Get comfortable at a table with people who want to see you do well. Get comfortable at a table with people who are doing what you're doing, right? The fact that people can come in and trade alongside me and other full-time traders, if they want to be a full-time trader, that is the place to go study and go take your coat off and get comfortable, right? So this idea of take your coat off is, this is what I want for my life. This is where I want to be right now. I'm happy with where I am right now. And I'm not going to rush this. I'm going to drop those expectations, tying it back to step 1. I'm going to drop those expectations and just settle in. I've got my one trading strategy. I'm studying people who have what I want. I'm not expecting too much. I'm just trying to be my best every day. And you can't do that if you've got your coat on and you're ready to run out the door. You know what I'm saying? So take the coat off and get comfortable, everybody. So now that we've gone through these 5 steps, I hope that one of them speaks to you. Maybe 3, maybe 5 of them speak to you, and you're going to focus on implementing them into your trading in 2022. Now, if you have any questions for me about today's video or about the way that we trade and how I've helped other traders get funded and get a bigger trading account under their belt, please reach out to me. My email is info@asfx.biz. I'm on Twitter, on Instagram, @AustinSilverFX. I also will answer all of my comments here on YouTube. And I'm not on Discord, and I am on Discord. I'm not on Telegram, and I'm not on WhatsApp. So just be careful for scams. A lot of people like to use my pictures and pretend that they're me. I'm clearly available. If you just Google me, you'll find the real me. And I'm here to answer any questions that you guys have. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Make sure you check out the webinar, again, about day trading crypto and indices with other people's money, if that's something that interests you. The link is in the description for that. And I think we'll leave it there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy trading, everybody.